right, I guess I'll give you the tour of the inside of my truck. This is a rear loader. We got different trucks here too. We have those are front loaders. And then here we have what's called a side loader. That's the ones that pick up those cans right there. All right, so here we have this rear loader. We use this bucket. That's to pick up bulky items, and pretty much self-explanatory. Dump it in the back. Not a big deal. These are the control handles. We drive it on the right side, so get in here. And these are pretty much the modules. This is the PTO. This is what operates the whole unit. It's what allows me to operate the bucket back there and the packer mechanism. This is like an accelerated. If I wanted to go a little bit faster, then I usually always make sure that's on. Working lights for safety, strobe lights for safety, but it's pretty much self-explanatory. As you can tell, these are automatic. And got a CB radio so that we can talk to each other and communicate with our supervisors and other drivers, especially when you're working a job like this and you in hills, you in side streets, side streets, and you're on tight streets. Sometimes on certain routes you need to communicate with the other drivers to let them know that you're up there, so that they don't come up there and y'all get jammed, and then both of you mad at each other, and it's gonna have a pretty bad day trying to back in and out of those tight streets. So this is very important. These CB radios, just like they are for when you're driving over the road, they just as important for driving locally here in the city. And then we have a panic button there if we need some help. I'm gonna go ahead on and start it so you can kind of see what the deal is. This operates off CNG. They got rid of all the diesel because, out here in California they had those emission laws, so all our trucks are CNG. So again, this is PTO. So I cut this on, work like strobe lights, and as you can tell, you can hear it when I cut it off versus when I cut it on. So that's how I know it's on when I get out. When I get out, I step out. Usually I have my gloves with me. I like to use this little hook. This helps with like couches and sofas and other sometimes heavy dressers. This helps give me leverage so I'm not lifting as much other weight, putting pressure on my back and other muscles and stuff. So once that's on, I come back here and I'll use this handle to lower it. Make sure nothing in the back. Use this handle to lower it. Just emptied it out, so it's empty back there. You see it? That's the blade. It goes back and forth. There's a lever on the driver's side. This is an older truck. The newer trucks got all that stuff in the inside, so this truck is a little older. So, because I'm lower on the seniority pole, I'll get the older truck. You know how that goes. So anyway, use this. Okay, real quick. That pulls that out. And then this one, I pull them both. They operate together. I usually operate them together. There's a box right there. Don't worry about it. And then, let me show you how I did it. So then I'll push them both in. all done. There's nothing else to pick up. Bring this up, pull this lever to bring this back up, and it's time to go. So that's pretty much a walk around on the left side here. This is where I can operate this blade right there. That's the blade. It moves back and forth. This one moves back and forth. This one, if I want to raise whenever I jump and I need to raise that tailgate, I'll do this one. This is like an accelerator switch. Same switch that's in that cab, but it's one right here. So this allows me to operate my blade much faster. I can move it back and forth when I need to make adjustments for room. So that's pretty much it for this truck. It's simple. It's a Class B. You don't need a Class A. This is a simple Class B. It's not a Class B tanker. Yeah, it's a simple Class B. So, but it's a good idea to always have as much certification as possible. Class A with all endorsements. That's what we shoot for. But regular Class B will work. Even though it's automatic, I always want to go for unrestricted. For this job, they still want you to have unrestricted. For this particular municipality that I work for, unrestricted. But if you have automatic, there's no manual transmissions here. So this area to keep my shovel, fire extinguisher, all my safety stuff. And so that's pretty much it. There's not much to this truck being able to operate. The routes they give us is pretty much on this phone. So you can't see it, but that's an example of a stop, but it'll be flooded with a whole bunch of blue tabs which indicate stops. That stop is canceled. The supervisor want me to just leave it on there for now, but that's a big old piano that we can't move. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but he just told me to hold it.